Hi guys. So I thought I'd do a live about being a slave and the purpose of it. So the purpose of kind of knowing your place. So I'm here in my house at the moment. I've got some candles here. I have burning some incense and candles. And yeah, so I've also got this. I love this outfit. I've got it. I'll show you in the daylight a bit more. So um, these are my feathers. I love them. They came today. So yeah. So basically, what I want to talk about is what is the purpose of being a slave. So I need to get this in here. I don't know if I can. So basically, what is the what you know when people have this compulsion or this kind of energy and wanting to be a slave and wanting to kind of serve people, serve someone. This is this. I'm just going to turn here. So this energy of wanting to serve people and wanting to please and know your place, like it's a very common it's a very common kind of attribute in the slave dynamic, is that they know their place. Now, what is the purpose of that? I've got into this recently, and it actually really arouses me, the thought of like having a slave. But for me, the arousal comes from it being I'm I'm being paid to humiliate them and own them. I don't get any pleasure from just owning them without the money. The money side of it is very, very, very important to me. And so and I always tell all of my clients this. I haven't got any slaves at the moment, but I am looking if you would like me to own you, and be prepared for that kind of dynamic, then I'm open to talking to you. Obviously, hi guys, nice to see you. There's a lot of people in here now. How is it after? How? So there's a lot of comments on here. Someone's written, how is it? I am not a prostitute, just to let you know. So someone's written on there about that. So this is about being a slave. So be polite or you get booted off. Thank you for people. Hi from California. Hi, Devalso from Mumbai. Hi. Can you do this? I'm good, thank you. I'm very good. Hi. There's lots of people coming into the chat now. Thank you. I'm very good, thank you. So I wanted to talk. Hi, guys. I wanted to talk about being a slave. It's very so. Why do people have this? Why is that? And why do they specifically like being told that their place? So the reason for this. Are you a bird? No, I have feathers, and it's for you to answer to my command. No rudeness, else you get booted out. You need to be polite while you're in my chat. Do you understand? So, unless you have anything positive to say, do not please leave. Otherwise, it's just rude. There's no place for rudeness. Thank you for the Thank you for the positive comments. So, you know, thank you for the comments. Any rudeness is not needed. If you feel that you want to be rude, that is something you should challenge within yourself, because it's just not. There's no purpose. Like there is, if unless you've got something positive or you saw something constructive to say, there's no purpose. So thank you. Yes. I thank you for the positive reinforcement. Thank you, guys. So yeah, this is about being a slave. What is the is that? So this is an outfit. This is a feather outfit. I love it. It's something that makes me feel in my power, and it's something that I wanted to demonstrate. And I wanted to talk about what is the purpose? Why do people like to be slaves? So people like to be slaves because they like to feel needed, just as much as the dom likes to be needed to implant the slave energy to feel that they have that power. So this is the purpose of it. And also it's about knowing, when that term, know your place, it's very powerful, that term, because everyone has a place in the world. Everyone has a place that is their place, and everyone is unique, and everyone has this kind of unique energy about them. Someone has put, no one likes to be a slave. Actually, there's a massive community out there who love it and who choose it, and it's a very consensual thing. So it's not about being a slave in the derogatory way. It's a sexual term in a sexual way, and people choose it. People go out to find someone who's going to own them. This is actually what happens in society and in certain communities, and it's all done. If it's done in the right way, I always commend it. And so basically, what this is when that term, know your place as a slave, it can make someone feel very safe, because when you feel completely looked after and completely surrendered and completely in trust of the owner of you, that is when it brings up this feeling of complete safety. And that is when a lot of people, and I've worked with some powerful people, men who are leading powerful jobs, you know, really high up positions, but in their private and personal life, they have this side of them where they want to be a slave, and they want to surrender to someone really powerful. And this is a very common dynamic, where on the outside they've got a very powerful job and they have a very powerful demeanor, but then privately they like to surrender to being a slave. So Karkin, I do not appreciate that. I'm going to call people out who are rude. There's no need to call people sick people. We call them sick people here. Like, you do not judge. Whoever has a right to judge anyone by what they want to do in their private and personal life. If it's done in a consensual place where everyone is an adult and everyone is consenting to that behaviour, there's no need for judgment. In fact, judgment doesn't serve anybody in any forum. So I would like to point that out, and I will point out to people who I can see on here. Alexively, I'm gorgeous but batshit crazy. That's just rude. How dare you think you can come in my chat and call me batshit crazy? Like, who do you think you are? Just because I'm talking about unusual things, that's just rude. So there's no need for those comments. You need to remember that whenever you judge anyone, you're judging yourself. So whatever you're seeing and you're judging in me, you're seeing it in yourself. So I send you all love and good wishes, but just can you not be rude? So basically, thank you, Jonathan Jones. All paths are valid. Exactly. And it's interesting when people, like someone says on here, why are you acting? I'm not acting. This is all. I'm a spiritual channel as well, so I can channel energy. So yeah, basically, if anyone is triggered and they want to write a negative comment, it's because it's triggering something deeper within them, and sometimes that is quite profound. So often when you feel negative things about something, it's because it's showing you something deeper within yourself. But that is what I wanted to say on this video. It's about everyone has a place, and sometimes you see the slave energy, it is very taboo to talk about, because people find, because of all the historic issues that have happened in the past with slaves and the slave trade. I'm not talking about a sexual thing now. I'm just talking about from history. There's been slaves across the world in all kinds of dynamics, and it's very taboo to talk about sexually, but there's a massive community that have this, that do this. And so you have changed, sorry. Please keep calm. So there's a massive community that sorry, gosh, I'm getting like that have this. I shouldn't read the comments. So, and I do tarot card readings, Sophie, but more for myself. I have quite a few different tarot cards, and I read for myself. I don't really read for other people, because I believe that we all make our own fate, but the cards can help be good allies when you tune into them for yourself, to help you look at them, look at your deeper perspectives. So oh, thank you, Jack. You like my outfit, thank you very much. So my outfit, I found this, I love this actually. I found this on eBay, Amazon, sorry, and it's the feather set, and that's part of the reason I wanted to come on here. I haven't done the live on here for a while, but basically I just wanted to say there's nothing wrong with being a slave in a sexual way, if that's what you're choosing, and you have consent with that, and you set your boundaries correctly if you're going out to do this. And breaking down shame with that is understanding that everyone, when you go into that deep surrender, it's going back to your childhood, it's going back to a place where you want to feel safe, you want to feel that you don't have to make any decisions, because decision making can take a lot of can actually be quite stressful. So when you're a slave and you're just told exactly what to do, that invokes an energy of safety and kind of like relaxing in a sense, because you just follow the commands of your owner in the sexual dynamic. Now, I'm not saying that the slave trade and all the things that have happened in historic times were right. No, it's just in this day and age, if in a sexual capacity, when it's done correctly and people have the right consent, and all of their boundaries are met, it is fine. It's something that if you feel you want to do, you should embrace in a safe, consenting arena. And that's something that I would advocate, and this is part of what I'm talking about on here, and to encourage people to be expressive of their sexuality and not hide from it, because when you hide from something, it comes out in dysfunctional ways, such as possibly some of the things that some people putting some rude things on here. Is Halaba, you've said I'm beautiful, but I talk too much, it's not good for me. Well, this is my YouTube channel. Thank you for the compliment, but if you don't like it, you can leave. So I'm hypnotized. Oh, well, thanks, Dan. So thank you for, have you got any questions about if anyone's got any questions about what I was talking about with the sexual energy with slave and knowing their place and what the purpose of that is. If anyone's got any comments around that, or questions, let me know now. if not, then I will wish you all well. And even the people who I've triggered, who seem to oh, Sarah's you look great and you're articulating it well despite the circumstances. Thank you. That's really kind. Sending lots of love to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the positive comment. I really appreciate that. So, Karkan, what if I make my girlfriend a slave? So, the thing here is it has to be obviously consented on both parties. Naturally, women are more subservient than men, but if she has to want that, that has to come from her. You can't make someone do something that you want. It has to be something that she wants as well. And if you both want, so if you want her to be a slave and she really wants that as well, and you are the dominant one and you are like the slave owner, that will work well. But you have to have open communication, set up correct boundaries, and make it very consensual on both sides. And it's very important that you both know your limits with it, because even being the slave owner and the dominant party is hard, and you have to really know yourself deeply and have a lot of trust with each other to carry out both roles. So that's what I would recommend, to have that conversation if that's what you want to do with your girlfriend. You're the reason of my weakness. Okay, thank you. That's a compliment. I am a slave to them things right now. Okay. Well, thank you guys. So yeah, so that is my kind of message, is there's nothing wrong with expressing any form of sexuality, as long as it's within the law and it's consented with, adults' consent, and you follow your own boundaries. And sometimes when you step into this kind of new arena with kind of slave and domination and being really submissive, you sometimes don't know fully your own boundaries, but constant communication with that is important. So always, because sometimes you think something is okay, and then when you actually start to explore it, it's not okay. And constantly having those check-ins, when you're kind of going into deeper things within being a slave and pushing further boundaries, is very, very, very important. So that is what I would recommend if it's a new thing for you and you're starting to explore, because you discover more about yourself when you do this exploration as well, and you might realize you really enjoyed something that you never thought you would, just as much as you might realize that something that you thought would be good is really not okay for you. So just to let you know. But thank you all for watching, and God bless you all, and I will speak to you all soon. If you've got any questions or you would like to have a session with me, my website and email address will be in the comment description of this video. God bless you all, and bye bye.